everybody. Welcome to ABC Gluten Free. Thank you for joining us today. So, come here, baby. So, it's just Sophia and I today because Jeremiah's holding the camera because we have a lot of stuff to do and we need to get in and get out. But we didn't want you to miss this delicious recipe we're calling ABC. And it's an honorary dessert that we're going to be making. I'm going to call it like our birthday dessert. So, what are we making? A is for apple, B is for
bacon,
C is for crostada.
That's
So today,
the ABC food.
So today we're making an ABC birthday crostada, and we're using apples from Crowicki's farm and apples. What kind were these? Red Delicious? I don't remember what she said. Christina, can you tell us which kind these
Red
were?
Delicious, because the Golden Delicious were next.
We're right next to it. Okay, so we're making a very simple crostada. We're gonna do it quick and snappy. And actually, we hope you guys BYON because even though we're going to be going fast, we want you to bring your own napkin because you're definitely going to be drooling over this super yummy, delicious crostada. Let's get started on the apples. Sophia's going to, and actually if you're, Jeremiah, maybe you could close up a little bit. If they've never seen an apple spiral light, core, or whatever you call it before, there's a couple different tactics. You can use this, back this up. If you don't want it to get peeled and sliced, you can put it peeled. I'm sorry. You can put it up if you want it. Go ahead, Sophia. It's gonna peel and slice it and core it at the same time. So go ahead, Jeremiah. You could stay there.
This is the slicer and the core. This is the peel.
And this makes it really super simple. And we're just gonna do 2 to 3 large apples. These are really huge, so it makes that cool accordion apple. That we're just going to cut in half and throw right into the bowl. Sophia, you could do that. While she's doing that, I'm going to get started on the crust, which is really simple. Nice. Can I have this? The crust is just 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of butter.
Go over there now.
Oh, okay, you can switch over to me now, Jeremiah. So we're going to just make the crostada crust real quick. It's 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use your dairy-free butter, Earth Balance. You can use your Spectrum, which we have over here today. We didn't use that. You can use yogurt. You can use mascarpone. It's too big. She can't get it. I'm just cutting the butter into chunks. I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm going to do a teeny tiny bit of baking soda. So like an eighth of a teaspoon of baking soda. So just a teeny tiny, look at that, tiny bit, right? And then to the crust, we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of sugar. I know my kids would want more, but I'm not putting it in. And then I'm just going to crumble this up. Oh, sorry. I'm going to just crumble this up into our dough. So you can do this with your hands, you can do this with a food processor, or you can do this with a pastry blender, which we're not taking out any of that today. We're just going good old hands. And you would blend this into a nice, soft crumble texture. And now you can either do hot water, ice cold water, it's totally up to you, or you can do seltzer, you can do apple cider, which would make it like a little bit more apple-y, which would be really super nice. That would be totally up to you. And then you blend it into a nice round, which we're not going to do. We're going to kind of skip ahead a little bit because we want to go quick for you guys. Because we want to make sure we get everything into it that we want to show you. I'm going to get the actual baking sheet ready because that's her last apple that she's going to do. Yep. So for the crostada crust, I'm going to just butter the baking sheet. I'm going to butter the baking sheet. Whoopsie. Let me get rid of that piece. We don't need that. Being a little aggressive today. So once I butter the sheet, I can just
overexcited.
Spread the butter. Why am I overexcited?
Can you turn 49 tomorrow?
What?
Tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow's the 26th, isn't it?
No, she's not there.
What's the discrepancy here? Is it the date or the age?
Wait. How old are
Happy
you?
birthday to me, Dina. Happy birthday to me. To make this party best of all, I give this crostada to you. That's enough apples.
Are you 45?
I'm going to be 48
Oh.
tomorrow. Sophia already bumped me up another year. Thanks a lot,
Wow.
Sophia. I'm going to be 48, not 9. Alright, we're going to toss our apples with a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. Sophia, come on and toss the apples. A little splash of cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, don't add it. You don't have to. Some people don't like cinnamon. My father-in-law doesn't like cinnamon. And a little squeeze of lemon juice, and then a little pinch of flour. Put a pinch of flour in there.
Where do you put the flour?
What? Over here. Take your bowl and do it. Oh, right there. So once we actually get our crostada out, I'm going to do this second one. The second one that we did, we actually used yogurt inside instead of any dairy. So I'm not going to make this right now, but just so you know, you can substitute a lot of different ways. So instead of the butter, we use the yogurt, and you can see, maybe Jeremiah can pull up a little bit closer. It's nice and soft dough. It's going to be really nice for the crostada. And we just used actually a really old expired yogurt that actually kind of makes like a buttermilk, and it's perfect for baking. So if you have any milk that's going out of style or out of date, or yogurt or cottage cheese or ricotta cheese or mascarpone, save that for your baking because it really does turn out really lovely. I'm going to put that away.
Yeah.
I guess I will show you really quick this coming together because I don't have anything to put on my plate. So I've got just a little bit of warm water here. I'm going to pour about 1/4 cup in. We're going to use about 1/2 cup total. And I'm just going to stir that up with my fork. Now this is what is that?
Bacon.
Ah, okay. Huh.
A bite.
Hmm.
A bite.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh.
Mine.
Okay.
I take the other half.
Now for the cake.
Oh.
Alright, I'm blending the dough together just until it comes together. Let me get rid of this. Sophia, bring your apples over here, please, and get ready. We're actually going to be, I'm going to have to put a little bit more flour in here because I wasn't paying attention. So I got a little bit overly zealous with the water. Not measuring it, that's what happens. Alright, so I'm just blending the flour, the dough together with the butter, the warm water, the baking powder, baking soda. And we're going to have to bypass this because this really has to be chilled for about 20 minutes. And since we're not ready with that, it's not going to happen. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the finished product, so we'll put this away for now. Sophia, bring the apples over here. We would actually roll out the crostada dough with this on our baking sheet, and we just kind of press and pull and turn, press and pull and turn. You guys have seen me do it probably a million times, so I don't really think you need me to direct you that way. Sophia tossed the apples with the lemon juice, a little bit of flour. What else? Don't come yet, not yet.
I know, that's why I'm holding it.
And we're going to actually take the skins of the apple that she peeled, and we're going to toss those right into the fryer. And those are going to be what we're going to put on top. You want to bring some bacon over, Sophia. Careful what you're doing. Ooh, be careful, Jeremiah. That'll pop at you. Alright, so we've got our apples. We cored them. We peeled them, sliced them, put them in the bowl. A little bit of flour, cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, and a pinch of salt. That's going to, we layer that nice into, excuse me, the bacon got me. Onto the crostada. That goes in the oven. Thank you. Just bring it up here. That goes in the oven, 425 for about 25 to 27 minutes. I actually started mine on 375 for 22 minutes, and then 425, I'm sorry, for 15 to 20 minutes because I wanted a nice crispy crust. And I also wanted to have that nice golden color. So sometimes when you don't use butter, you might have to cook it a little bit longer. I actually sprinkled the edges with some coconut milk and a little bit of sugar. Sophia's going to bring our crostada up, yes. Here's our ABC crostada. We topped it with some chopped bacon. Get the honey, please. No, it's
I have it in my hand.
Jeremiah, you want to do a little close-up on that? We topped it with the bacon. And we topped it with our fried apple skins, which are super, super yummy. Sophia's gonna drizzle a little bit of Mike's hot honey on there. Go ahead, Sophia. A little bit, not too much. It's very hot. And then, good girl. Easy, easy, easy. Watch,
I
Mommy.
didn't put a lot. No, that's good.
All right.
There's
All
always
right,
some on
so
there.
this was awesome. Thank you, Kent, for sending us this really delicious bottle of Mike's Hot Honey. So we hope you guys BYON, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to eat our crostada. We have the bacon on there already. We have the fried apple skins on there already. I'll cut it and you serve it. And then we're just going to do a little cut. Jeremiah, you want a piece, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gluten-free grandma's waiting to eat, and I think she's very happy that we did.
Bacon grease?
No, it's not. I think she's very happy that we did a quickie today because she's got to go out. Little apple skin on top, honey. Why don't you show them before you take it away? All right, so on the edges we have that nice ooey gooey apple that's kind of poured out a little bit. We've got a nice crispy crust. Got those apples nice and layered, and you want to keep those apples a little bit firm, not really soft.
This Bubby.
That's Bubby's. And then Sophia and I are going to have a little bite, and then we'll let you guys go. Let's try Sophia. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Oh, the skins are delicious.
Mm-hmm. Mmm. Sophia, you ready? Here, you take that. Mmm. That's yummy. The skins are already fried up. They only take a few seconds, and you want to let them drain out all the oil before you put them on top. You can even soak the bacon, lay the bacon and the apple skins on a paper towel. Is that delicious? If you guys want to, do a little powdered sugar. If you want a vegan version, substitute that butter for Earth Balance or Spectrum. Obviously take out the bacon, but you can still fry up those apple skins.
It's amazing.
If they're vegan and they don't want it, and then obviously you wouldn't be using the honey, you could use some maple syrup. Add a little bit of heat to that maple syrup and drizzle it on top. Guess that's it. What do you think? Delicious? All right, guys, thank you for joining us today on this quick ABC anniversary show. It's actually my birthday show, but we're going to just eat our crostada and have a wonderful weekend. We hope you guys went apple picking, and we hope you guys enjoy the weekend. And go ahead and make this your own. If you want to see your creations, make sure you tag us in your posts, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. And we want you guys to come taste and see how good